Today, we're gonna be doing a solo queue challenge. I've got to try to win a game of League without ever leaving my lane. I'll be queuing top, and I've got to keep going top lane all match, no matter what. So even if there's a team fight 3 steps away from me at Grubs or something, I cannot go to it. Now, if there's like a jungle camp around me, or if I'm trying to outplay someone around top, that's fine. But otherwise, all I can do is keep pushing top. Before you think I'll just be playing Fiora or some mechanical duelist like that, no, we'll be playing Tickle Malphite against an Emerald Yellow top laner. Finally, what's the goal here? I've done these challenges in the past to prove that you can climb despite any circumstances. You've got a bad support, you have no mechanics, you fell behind early, no problem. The point of this challenge though is that there's often a lot of emphasis on decision making to try to get better at League of Legends to climb. But while your decisions obviously matter, I tend to put a bit more importance on execution. If you decide on a play, then you should commit to the play without hesitating and do it as well as you can. And that is all I will do this game. I have one choice, so I have to do it as best as I can. Anyway, we get right into the game. I press tab and I immediately see some bad things. I have a boot start and heal Nico along with a support Lee Sin. You'll love to see it. Now we're only going to cover the most important parts of the lane, as the main challenge is obviously after that. The lane begins pretty aggressively as I get early ganked by the Udyr. This is a common tip, but top laners should especially flash before you take any damage so you can keep playing the lane out. Now let's discuss items. Jack says D-Shield while I went D-Blade because mama didn't raise no. The most important thing to remember about this dynamic is that shield is better early in almost every single circumstance, except in pure all-ins. So as Jax forces a bit of a poor trade, I realize that I can fully commit to a trade and go for a long trade where my D-Blade's attack damage is going to come out on top. So I chase him down, eventually scaring him into flashing. After that, I did take a tower shot, so I'm low on health, so I push out the wave, ignore that. Then I base and TP back the lane while Jax does the same. And this is a critical point in the lane. I end up making a huge mistake. I completely forgot I'm playing AD Malphite for some reason, so Jax gets a pretty big trade on me. Honestly, I didn't expect to lose the trade that bad, and now I'm kinda screwed. And that's because after the wave bounces back, I have 0 sustain left and Jax can just hold a freeze with his health advantage. It's effectively lane over for me. As I clear the wave though, I'm wondering how I'm gonna get out of the situation, and I thankfully see my way out. My Volibear is being invaded. Now due to the challenge, I can't help even if I wanted, but you should always prioritize yourself in top lane. This is the snowball role, and whoever gets ahead early will usually dominate the other player. Jax, instead of prioritizing himself, goes to help Volibear instead of making sure he got this freeze over me. So I get to crash the wave and reset. My Volibear did end up dying in the end, but I promise, buddy, I'm gonna make it up to you. And that's because, as any top lane player should know, I just completely won the lane. I got to base with the wave bouncing back now, and Jax has to crash to get his own reset. Basically the exact opposite of where we were before. Anyone can do what I just did. I just stood there and I whacked him to death, earning a kill thanks to my Volibear sacrifice. I then get to push out the wave again, and I base to spend my gold. From here, let's talk about snowballing. When players get a lead, they often don't convert it consistently. To kill your opponent again, you want to fight on an active level lead. Right now, I have a small experience advantage, meaning I'm 7 to his level 6, but he's going to hit 7 soon too. An active lead just means that you try to fight when you've leveled up, and he's halfway into his own level. So our goal is to fight at 7 to 6, 8 to 7, or 9 to 8. All you have to do is to make sure that you don't fight on those even level timers. It really is that simple. I just sat under my tower for a while, holding the wave here, waiting to level up. And then once I'm level 8, I immediately look to fight with my level lead. Now, as we brawl to the death, a small fighting tip on champions that have a gap close, like Malphite's ultimate, is to kite your opponent out as your cooldowns are coming up. Then you re-engage when you have your spells ready. And thanks to following all of these fundamentals, I barely kill the guy. Tickle Malphite is finally starting to scale. As you saw, despite playing a troll build, getting ganked early, and even making a mistake or two, I still dominated this lane pretty effortlessly. Following these type of top lane fundamentals is how you can easily win most top lane matchups in lower elos. You don't need a bunch of super nuanced matchup breakdowns or anything like that. You need simple strategies that work every single game. And that's why we partnered with Coach Chippies, a Korean challenger top laner, and one of the most respected top lane coaches in the league scene. He's helped us create a top lane essentials course that teaches you everything you need to know as a top laner from the lane phase all the way to late game macro, so you always know what you should be doing in your games to come out ahead. We're so confident in our top lane essentials course and everything else on our site that we offer a 5 division rank up guarantee while actively using our site. If you don't climb, you get your money back, no questions asked. So if you want to climb fast, use the discount link below to sign up. It helps me out quite a bit. Now back to the challenge. That was basically all of the big parts of the laning phase. From there, I get greeted greedy and give a free kill away to Udyr, surely that's not going to be a problem later. I then end up buying Trinity Force, upgrading from Playful Tickle Malphite to we really need to talk about personal boundaries tickling. I do absorb a couple more ganks, but with my lead, I'm eventually able to take Jax's tower, getting us a nice lead in the game. Now we can get into the actual part of the challenge. After that, I take a recall, buy, and come out of base, and I am looking strong. I would love to take a fight or skirmish right now, like what's happening over here. I'm gonna let my past self take over for a bit here. Okay, as per the rules, I can't really help over here. I'm just going to push. If you're gonna ignore your team, then commit to the push. Do not look back. This is the important bit. Because I am not thinking about it, because I'm not helping my team, I'm committing. Commit, 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 commit. What I really want you to take away from that is that you shouldn't do what most loyal players do. Should I go or should I not go? I'm kind of far, but my team's gonna flame me if I don't rotate. Ah, geez, I don't know. Just pick a decision and commit to it. That's it. By doing so, I've pushed up aggressively, forcing Jax's TP. And with that, now I've got a beautiful angle to rotate through the enemy jungle to flank if I wasn't doing this stupid challenge. So I farm Krugs instead. Nice. After securing those, here's a good lesson. I can't really do much right now. My teammates are kinda not doing anything at the moment on the map, so I can't keep pushing. This is something we always talk about. You only want to push up aggressively if your teammates are also doing something on the map as well, so you can't be collapsed on for free. If your own time is kind of worthless because you have nothing to do on the map like I don't right now, then trading your own worthless time for the enemy's time is often a really good option. I saw that Udyr just secured Herald, but I have a ton of ways to escape right now, so I sit here baiting him to gank me to waste his time. He is a little stronger than I anticipated. I love the jungle role, but like I said, I was more than fine to bait here. Now Udyr and Jax make a mistake that 99% of loyal players are guilty of. First, they commit their Herald to take a tower they were gonna get anyway. Then, because they didn't really get much value out of the Herald, they overstayed trying to take the next tower, which they were definitely never going to take. So they just spent a ton of time sharing gold and experience, wasting Herald, and completely griefing their own tempo. Because I baited them to waste time, my teammates get bot lane for free, and two, because they overstayed as well, now I get to push out top lane for free, and I get to base again afterwards. Here is the result of all of that. Now I have a wave crashing up in top lane, I have TP available, and Dragon is spawning. I think you guys know it's the perfect time to teleport right back to top lane. That's right, we've got rules to follow. Luckily, I'm on my massive wits end spike right now. I bait Jax to fight me, and I kinda just whack him to death. Turns out fighting right after you've completed an item is an OP fundamental. Who knew? Now I can push the tower, and you're gonna want to grab some eye drops for what's coming next. Thanks to that entire chase, I now know why my support Lee Sin wasn't 0-10 this game. Anyway, the best part is that I did manage to get the tower low before that happened. So next time I'm in lane versus Jax, I can just finish off the tower in his face, and I kite away from his ultimate. I sneak into the brush, and I remember the mirrored wave rule. A wave is coming in, so two outcomes can happen here. If Jax based, I can walk out and farm an extra wave before I have to base. Or if Jax stayed and greeted, well, I can just kill him. After a job well done, I get the rest of the wave and I prepare to base when I see Udyr coming. Unfortunately for him, he's dealing with a challenger mastermind. You see, earlier into the game, I was maxing E second to duel Jax with the attack speed debuff. But knowing that Udyr was the bigger problem now, I started maxing Q to get away from his ganks. And you can see how this adaptation was completely pointless as he runs me down with zero counterplay anyway. As I respawn, there is a dream fight I would have loved to TP to, but we've got waves to push, so back to top lane we go. The nice part about this TP is that I just finished my Hullbreaker, so I'm about to destroy this tower until Xerath walks up. This poor mage. He died before he even touched the ground. Honestly, I'm starting to kind of like this build. Then I nab that karma kill away, thanks Nico, and there he is, the Herald of Death, coming towards me. I'm not sure why I even bothered running. He is inevitable. Having learned my lesson to never be on the same screen as that guy, I respawn, and can you believe it, I'm back in top lane. As I'm going, I see Xerath is farming there, and I also notice my own mirrored wave. Now in Emerald Elo, I expect the Xerath to be aware of the incoming wave, so I set up a trap here. He doesn't fall for it though, that's good on him, so I go right back to pushing waves. As I move up, I spot both the enemy carries defending my push. This is a huge mistake, as my team is getting mid priority for free, and now they're gonna invade the enemy jungle to back me up. Now when split pushing and you're maybe being collapsed on, you want to stand in a spot like this. First and foremost, you want to be out of range of the enemy's vision, obviously. The Jinx and Xerath no longer know exactly what I'm up to here, so they have to guess as to what I'm doing. But at the same time, you want to stand close enough to where you can pressure at a moment's notice. That mirrored wave is spawning, and from here, I can pressure it very quickly. And thirdly, you also want to stand where you give yourself plenty of vision. I have a full field of view in front and behind me, and thanks to my ward, also below. So regardless which way my opponents come from, I can react in time and outmaneuver them along this wall. Now I'm gonna let my past self take it away from here again. I'm gonna stand here and fog to see what's up. If he comes this way, I can run this way. Or if he's over there, I'm just gonna push. Okay, my teammates are fighting. Don't waste time. Push. Threaten the enemy team's base so they can't just send 5 people there, you know? And Xerath is coming here and he's dead. Like the second he shows on my screen, he's dead. Oh, he's not. Alright, well, they should be panicking here. If they're not panicking, don't know what to tell you. I can't believe this is working. What? I'm getting creep blocked. Need to wait for that to run out. Can I even kill him? And that's how you do it. Actually, we should be, it's not fun if you- I need to get my revenge on this Udyr. Disgusting. Okay, I need to end. Alright, good game. Hopefully, my point from the start of the video is a bit clearer now. As long as you're pressuring something and doing it well, you don't always need to make perfect decisions to win the game. I absorbed an absurd amount of pressure, still had like 10 CS per minute, and single-handedly won the game. Those are the type of fundamentals I and the rest of SkillCap try to teach. So remember, if you want to climb fast, use the discount link below to get access to the best educational courses on the internet. See ya!